Well, hello lovely humans and welcome back to my channel. Today is very exciting. I am in Washington State on San Juan Island and Friday Harbor, and I am doing my first Washington wedding today, and I'm so pumped about it. I just got to see the bride. She looks so stunning and I'm so happy, and I have a bunch of stuff that I need to take to the ceremony space, including the rings, which minor detail, kind of important. Next steps from here would be to kind of check in on the reception space, make sure everything's buttoned down, and put on our walkies to make sure that my assistant Rebecca and I can communicate with each other properly, because it is a slightly larger venue. It's not huge, but it's also the cell service isn't great, so it makes me super grateful that we have walkies for moments like this. So now I'm gonna go in there, check in on Florals. Susie, the florist, is here and she's doing an amazing job, and then make sure that we can kind of start working on some details, like we want to put goblets on the tables, but that just takes a lot of time, especially if it's only 2 people. So my assistant and I might be getting on that relatively soon. And yeah, just wanted to say hi and good afternoon, and let's do this thing. Okay. And that's why we don't need gym passes, ladies and gentlemen.
It's full on workout.
Wait, no.
Should we cut?
Nope.
It's fine.
Nope, not right now.
Not right now, that's not happening.
Okay.
So then should we move?
I feel like they should be moved down, yes. But I also feel like we should give our hands a bit of a break.
Okay.
Because that hurt.
Or just get it all done with.
Or just get all done with.
I feel like I could move it, drag it.
Yeah. So here we have the event space, which is looking so stinking good. I can't handle it. We have these giant farmhouse tables, and they're actually 10 feet long, so they can seat 10 people super comfortably, and even more if we were doing them on the ends. But let's show you what we have set up right here. So the bride's opted for a really cool mix of greenery, and the florist is doing a fantastic job. These monstera leaves are so massive, I can't even begin to tell you. And then we've just got a bunch of different candles to really kind of set the mood, create an ambiance. We wanted ferns, and then the florist added these in as well. So just a great mix of textures. Because we're doing buffet style, we've opted to keep the plates off the table, which gives it a much simpler, cleaner look. And the buffet will be over there. So yeah. Oh, and here's the bar for inside, and then there's one for outside too, but I'll show you guys that in a second. Okay, so we just came to check out the cocktail hour space, and this is something the bride and I discussed last night, because they have all of these massive farmhouse tables. They had secured some linens, but I don't think we're gonna go ahead and need them. I think we're gonna remove those because it definitely fits the aesthetic a lot more. And then the next thing we're gonna need to do is, obviously there's some linens on that one and some linens on the bar back table. We're gonna remove those as well. And we really wanna make sure that we can try to find a home for those coolers over there, because they're just not aesthetically pleasing. They're a little bit of an eyesore, so we want to scoot those behind and make for a much cleaner aesthetic. How many times can I say the word aesthetic? Okay, great. And then as many times as I want. Thank you.
I support you.
Thank you. And then the last thing we need to figure out is we do have one tie on one of the cocktail tables, but the other ones do not have it. And I think the guest book table just needs a little bit of lovin', just some sweet lovin' to make her look fierce, because she's not fierce. She just needs a little zhuzh. Then it'll be great. So next I'm gonna go take these things over to the ceremony space, but on my way I'm gonna check in on the groomsmen and see how they're doing. And I'll show you the ceremony space in just a bit. Okay, I think they're doing their first one right here. Somewhere in here. I don't know. Maybe they're further into the forest, because there's an actual forest here. Also in that trailer. I don't know if I've said the name of this place. Let me do this so it blocks the wind a little bit. I don't know if I said the name of this place. It's actually Saltwater Farms. It's on San Juan Island. Oh, I did say that part. Okay, cool. And it is this epic like Airbnb slash venue. They have just thought through every single detail, and I'm so excited that this is their very first wedding here. So it's just such an honor to be a part of this. And it's also such a treat to see like things like that trailer, just well designed and well thought out. And oh my gosh, and wait till you guys see the view for the ceremony. It's to die for. This is not my life. What is happening? Look at this. Is this real? Is this real life right now? Also, it's so windy, so I'm not quite sure if this footage is gonna make it because of all the wind, but I'm gonna keep going no matter what. Like, I don't know if you can see, but there's like a tiny little house right there. What? Oh, they're also doing a knot tangs portion of their ceremony, so we want to make sure those are up there. Their cute little knot tying table. Ooh, that bow needs help. Okay, wait. Maybe I want to turn it. Do we want to turn it? Hide the bow. Yeah. Oh, she cute now. I'd love to see if I can get that cord tossed up top the landing here, because it doesn't quite work. Oh, and I need to find a way to support that so it's not leaning against the bench. This, not cute. Oh yeah, I won't be able to toss it up there. Nope. Well, maybe we can find the owner, see if they can do something about it. Just because it's not as cute as we want it to be. So, ceremony space is set. I may come back through and organize the benches just a little bit because a couple of them are a little off. I don't love that rock in front of the sign, but currently it is what it is. If there's some spare greenery back up at the reception space, I might grab some of that to just kind of cover that up just a wee bit. But we don't want it flying over because the wind does pick up in this spot coming up off the water. But we also don't want it leaning against a bench to where it'll like hit somebody in the back. For now, the ceremony space looks pretty set. I need to find the ring bearer pillows so I can tie the rings to them. And then, let's see. I gotta find the officiant so I can pass off the bride's vows. Oh, I see the bridal party walking to the Glen. Maybe I go sneak over there and see if we can get some like bridal party photo footage. What do you think? Okay, let's do it. This is my job. What? This is so cool. This is so cool. So first look's over. They're now starting bridal party photos. The groomsmen aren't quite down here yet, so I'm gonna go get them. Or just remind them. They're perfectly capable adults, but just want to make sure that that we're ready to go. So, oh, one of the groomsmen's daughters is right here. Maybe I'll tell her. Okay, just got the groom's vows from the groomsmen. They're heading off to take photos. I'm gonna go put this with the bride's vows and the other things that are already in the room next to the ceremony space. Then I'm gonna head on back to the reception space. I think it's 3 o'clock, just a few minutes after. So we have about an hour and a half till ceremony. We are looking so good right now because we did so much setup yesterday that honestly it's a little bit of a breeze. But I did give Rebecca quite the laundry list of things to do over at the reception space. I'm gonna go back over there and help her out. I am extremely out of breath. I'm trying guys, there's so much walking. So I'm gonna put this with that stuff over there. Hopefully touch base with Beth, the efficient, in just a wee bit. And head back to the reception space. Get my steps in today, y'all. Oh, and did I say that I found the venue coordinator? And I think she's gonna try to get a ladder to get that cord put away. Even if we just tape it up or set it up on top of the roof, whatever it happens to be. Obviously we can't pull it out, but just anything we can do to kind of prevent that from being there for the whole ceremony would be cool. Right? So we are now 30 minutes out from ceremony start time. We just had our first guest arrive. And Rebecca did a killer job, and this spot's already looking really, really good. But there are, you're welcome. But there are a few things that we need to button down really quickly. The caterer needs some help placing out the plates, which isn't normally in our job description, but because we have a little bit of free time, we're gonna do our best. So she's gonna go ahead and take care of those, and then it's all a matter of putting all of these milk crate thing options for all the cups in the kitchen as well, just so we can give the caterer and the bartender like their best start possible. So we are 30 minutes out from ceremony. I'm actually gonna head over to the ceremony area to check in on the couple. She's gonna button down some things here, and then I'll probably radio you over.
Okay.
In the next 15 minutes or so.
Sounds good.
So just as much as you can get done before then would be awesome.
Okay.
The ice is already here.
I know.
So I'm wondering if we should start chilling it for them.
Right.
But he also said she should be here any minute. So if she's not here in 10, radio me.
Okay.
Oh, you were not in that shot at all. She's still here. I'm not talking to myself. Okay. I totally just realized that the bride is doing her first look with her dad probably any minute now, and she needs that little handkerchief thing that I just stuck in the building next to the ceremony space. So now we're just gonna speed walk. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be totally fine. But I should catch them right before their first look. Father-daughter first look. And so she can have that to give to him. But no one's gonna know where it is because I kind of hid it because with the rings. So I gotta go get it and go find them. A little bit late on guests, but we are a little bit behind on time, so we're just gonna go for it. It's totally fine. I think we'd rather just get the party started. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's go time.
Hi,
ready for this?
Hi everyone on the YouTube channel.
It's your YouTube debut. How does it feel?
Fabulous.
How does it feel? Fantastic.
Check out my channel, the link it below.
Link
Like
below.
this video,
Oh wait, I'm gonna put this
subscribe.
away so I can hold your dress. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. We just started like 20 minutes late because the ring bearer dropped the groom's ring and we couldn't find it anywhere. God. I found it right after the ceremony started and literally just had to run it up to one of the groomsmen. But luckily everyone else was still standing, so not a whole lot of people saw me. That's a first. So maybe...
Make sure the ring is secured to the ring bearer pillow.
But I tied it.
Oh, well.
I know, either I'm
Jamie.
crap at not tying or maybe handing it to like a 3-year-old.
Right. Right. We live, we learn.
We live and we learn. So now I'm gonna have you head over to the ceremony space.
Okay.
And check in on catering and alcohol. Let them know we started a little bit late. And we probably anticipate cocktail hour starting in about 20 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, can I go grab my water?
No. Can you grab mine too?
Yes.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's look at the timeline. Yeah, pronouncement's supposed to happen in 5 minutes. That's not happening.
Okay, so 20 minutes?
Yeah, we're behind.
Fine.
Yeah.
Happens.
It's great. Yes, that mid-aisle kiss. Yes, guys. All right, come on back up here. Okay, ceremony is over. We found the ring. Everything's good. Obviously, you saw their knot tying session, which was, oh, that's a rock. That hurt. Which was hilarious. They like couldn't get the knot tied. It was the best. It was so great. I love it when something doesn't go to plan and the couple just laughs. And honestly, because those are some of the most memorable moments of your day. So right now I'm heading back to the reception space because we need to light candles and finish up all the details. Like there's some trash cans that are right behind the head table that are super unattractive, so we're gonna move those. Or Becca's probably moving them right now. And then we have to light all the candles, which does take a little bit of time, but luckily, because we already pre-lit the candles yesterday, it's gonna go a lot faster. So one thing that I always say at events is to pre-light the candles because, I mean, the first time you light a candle, it takes a while for that initial wax to burn off. And when you couple that with having hundreds of them or a whole bunch of them or even just 100 of the pillar candles, it takes a really long time. Not to mention the wicks are really long. So sometimes they burn a lot right at first and they can create really, really smoky air. So yesterday we pre-lit all of them and blew them all out. So today, hopefully it should be a lot faster. Say that one more time. Yes, absolutely. Wait, doors are open? Oh, heck yeah, close them. The photographers still need to come in and do detail shots. We can't have anyone in there. Shoot, okay. I'm gonna come try to help you close the doors, and if we can't, then we're gonna get the venue people over here to close them for us. Okay, so the doors to the reception space are completely open, which means people are gonna start going inside and we can't have that. I'm going to come help you real fast to see if we can figure out closing them, and if we can't, I will come back for the venue owner. Unfortunately, we cannot have anyone put any stuff in there. We haven't done any photos of the reception space yet. So now we have guests wanting to put their stuff in the reception space, which we can't have because even jacks over chairs or purses in there really can kind of affect the overall look. So we've got to get in there. I got to close the doors. I'll see you guys in a few. Okay, reception space is looking great. Current situation is we started late because of the ring, and now I need to figure out, because the bride and groom really wanted to join cocktail hour, but it's also a huge priority for them to make sure that they can do sunset photos. And right now, sunset with the trees and getting the perfect lighting, that needs to happen at about 8 o'clock. If it's gonna happen at about 8 o'clock, we need to make up for the time that we lost by starting the ceremony late, because as it stands right now, if we maintain that 15-minute lateness, then it's gonna push us to more like 8:15, 8:20 photos, which the photographer requested. If there's any way that we could bump that up, it would be great. Just because the tree line will actually end up blocking a lot more of the sun. So, and if we don't get cocktail hour started on time or in a more timely manner, father-daughter dance and mother-son dance are all happening right around 8, or 8:15 or 8:20, depending on how late we get that ball rolling. So I'm on my way over to family photos because I need to check in with the bride and groom to see kind of what they want to do. It's been about 25 minutes of family photos, maybe more like, probably more like 30, 35 minutes of family photos. So we're gonna check in, make sure everything's going good over here, and also see how married they are to the idea of joining cocktail hour. Which one's more important, joining cocktail hour or sunset photos? Because I think at this point we might need to make, I mean, we don't need to decide between the two, but we definitely need, yeah, I need to know. Oh, here's the reason why I need to figure out this information. Obviously catering, temperature is super important, and the timing of things is super important. The last the caterer heard from us, we were 15 minutes behind schedule. If we can make up that time, that'd be amazing, but he might not have the food ready in time. So we need to be very clear and very communicative and let him know if we are gonna let guests into that space to start dinner sooner, or to start dinner on time instead of 15 minutes late. So that's our biggest kind of timeline predicament at the moment is, do we keep it late and then just push sunset photos a wee bit and just hope that we can keep the rest of it really timely? Or do we cut cocktail hour short, so to speak, to make sure reception starts on time? Wow, that was like 2.5 minutes of me explaining things in really deep detail that might not have needed to happen, but the more you know. Am I right? To go ahead and put the bride's bouquet here to just like anchor this bit more, and then the bridesmaids bouquets are on either side of the sign because it was a little more naked yesterday. So with these combined back there, which you can't see because it's really backlit because that beautiful garage door, but that's okay. Chosen to keep cocktail hour length, so we're just doing grand entrance a little bit later. We have a few more minutes left until the chef is done with asparagus. So we're probably gonna start ushering guests inside in the next 3 or 4 minutes. So it's 6:16, which will end up putting us about 20 minutes behind schedule. So at least we made up some of the time that we were behind, but not very much. But that's okay. The photographer ended up saying because of the sky becoming a lot more overcast, it diffuses the light really beautifully, so we're less concerned about the sunset photo time. So weather changed around a little bit, all of our concerns are now taken care of. So now I'm gonna go start ushering guests in to take their seats because that's gonna take 5 to 10 minutes. We might need to go up and turn that light off because it's really distracting and draws the eye up. You want me to go? Yeah, go do that. That would be great. Thank you so much.
We also did end up flooding a tent in the rain in June, so we have lots of good memories. Not all of them smelling good.
He was probably the only person that opted to come meet me in the Middle East pretty much in 2003, 2004 and travel through the Middle East with me.
I just have to like joke for just a moment that when we asked Grandma to be our flower girl, her direct quote was, "Don't you know any little girls?" I was like, Grandma, that's not really the point. The point is that we love you so much and we cherish that you got to be such a key part of our day, and we appreciate you being here and all of the family for being here.
If you can see me, I'm asking if the camera can see me. Rebecca's being snarky again, everybody. Nope, don't serve me a camera. So right now it is, well, first of all, let's talk about how the Pacific Northwest lighting is screwing with my mind. It is 9:15 and it is still so bright outside that I don't know what to do with myself. We've already gone over to the ceremony space and picked up all the things that need to be picked up over there, and just are now gathering the gifts and bringing them up to the bridal suite. They can remain in here because the couple can come back tomorrow morning and do all of their tear down. But obviously we'd like to do as much as we can to make that seamless, and we really want to make sure the gifts are put away ASAP. So that's kind of what we're working on right now, but I do want to show you the bird's eye view from this suite because it's actually a second floor of the reception space. Oh, look at them! Okay, wait, it's not focusing. They're so cute. Okay, so So good. So next we're gonna finish up the gifts.
You need my Taylor Swift.
Your Taylor Swift was everything.
On point.
If I haven't said so already, I'm gonna back up because that light is so blue. If I haven't said so already, the venue owners and the venue manager are the kindest souls. So if you guys are in the Seattle area or contemplating looking at this place, you have to come here.
Sweetest people ever.
They're so kind. They're so kind, they're so intentional, and they are just so helpful. It might be one of my most favorite venues I've ever worked at, and that's a pretty bold statement to make.
Agreed.
I see your face. Yeah, it's that's a bold statement.
Big.
See. Oh, yep. Lighting's
not
lighting's
good.
rich.
Not
So
good.
now we need to go finish up the gifts, finish up the tables. Well, finish up that table up front, and then we might slowly start tearing down tables, but I'm not sure because we technically have an hour and 15 minutes left of the party.
Don't want the guests to feel like they have to stop partying.
Right, we never want them to feel like they have to start partying. So we're gonna keep slowly doing, and maybe we'll do table numbers next.
Yeah.
Wow, look how blue we look.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
We're hitting the full color spectrum.
Jokes. Jokes.
But 9:15 people.
It's 9:15 and it's like so bright outside. I think sunset was technically at 8:49 tonight.
Oh,
I don't understand. Post-event in all of my cute realness. It's hair's up, we're done for the day. I actually didn't do any more filming on site.
We're done for the day at 12:45.
We're done for the day at 12:45. I didn't do any more filming on site. We ran into some issues with busing because the people that we thought would end up busing the tables ended up leaving early. And so we kind of ended up having to bus the tables ourselves as much as we could within the allotted time that we were hired for. So there's definitely a, just for you guys to know, if you have bartenders or if you have people who are supposed to be busing your tables, make sure that's very clearly communicated. Because it got to the point at the end of the night where we were just hustling, just trying to get stuff done, trying to get stuff torn down. Luckily, we spoke to the couple about it and they were like, it's okay, we have time tomorrow, we can do extra tear down.
But that is not always the case.
Yeah, that's not always the case. And that's not our heart's desire. We always want to make sure that we're leaving an event feeling satisfied and feeling like our job is done and we've made the couple's lives easier. But unfortunately, they do have some stuff to tend to tomorrow morning simply because, I mean, we were there probably a half hour late. And there's still a bunch of stuff left over. So if you are sourcing someone to bus your tables or to handle those details for you, make sure that they know that they have to stay through the entirety of the event, because it's not just busing of the plates that's a concern, but there's also trash that will accumulate on the tabletops. There's also wine glasses and water goblets and all those things that need to be sorted and organized and then put away. So while that's not normally, it's another one of those things that takes so much time. So luckily we were there, and luckily this couple has more time to do tear down tomorrow. But that's not normally within our job description. So, and I know this couple is so grateful and they're so wonderful and we'd be happy to do it all over again for them. But just as like a lesson for you guys, it's a lot of work to bus tables and a lot of trash and a lot of stuff accumulates over time. So if your bussers leave after dinner's over, that doesn't mean that the busing's done. So just food for that, really, just, you know, kind of a learning experience for all of us. So that's all we have for today, folks. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you haven't done so already, like this video if you like behind the scenes footage, and lets me know that you guys want to see more of this stuff. Sounds of the wine being poured in the background. We need wine. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tips and tricks for the modern day bride. Also, if you are in the Seattle area or looking to have an event potentially somewhere up in this area, do check out Saltwater Farms in Friday Harbor, because the owners there are just the most lovely, lovely people. And I just want them to have all the business in the world because they're so great. Cameron Zegers Photography, her and her assistant were amazing. We highly recommend them too. I cannot wait to see the photos back from this event. Like I'm kind of itching for it, let's be honest. So again, if you're in the area, feel free to check out those vendors. I will link them down below. And until next week, bye guys.